What's going on, guys? Let me turn this around. Oh, damn. I'm driving and talking. So, what's going on, guys? I've just decided to go live here. I've been contemplating a lot lately about myself. You know, one thing in life, rich or poor, you know, if you're happy or you're sad, everybody got problems. Everybody. I've stopped drinking 5 months ago, and I was doing really, really good. Then out of nowhere, I hit a roadblock, and it was kind of scary. But I've gotten over that. You know, still not drinking. But maybe by me sharing my life experiences, I can help others. I've been on this workout journey now for, hell, almost 2 years now. In 2 years, I've lost over 18 pounds. I've lost about an inch. Actually, about almost an inch and a half off my waistline. And I'm starting to look like Ravine more and more every day. So, but as I've been on this journey, you know, I've had dozens and dozens and dozens of people hit me up, you know, thanking me, you know, thank you for posting your workout videos. Keep posting your stories. Keep posting your videos. It's inspired me. It got me working out. I hear that a lot. And for those people that know me really, really well, and it's just a handful of people, they know that I've suffered from PTSD for 15 years. And basically, when I came back home, June 23rd, 2011, I just consumed myself in alcohol. Drank my problems away. Self-medicated myself. That's the technical term that the VA gave to us. Self-medication. And all I would do, all I've done is drink and party. Drink, drugs, and it pretty much cloaked everything. Took everything away from me. That was my escape. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have your own escape. You know, some people choose other methods of escape. Some people have escaped completely and no longer with us. I've had several friends over the years commit suicide. Hell, I almost committed suicide at one point in my life. I'm not gonna lie. But thankfully, I'm still here. So hopefully, it's how everybody carries themselves. Everybody, like I said earlier at the beginning, everybody got problems. But it's what you do with those problems to make it right for you. You know, there's nobody's perfect in this world. Nobody. You know, I don't judge anybody. Everybody's is walking their own path in life, and they're playing the cards that they've been dealt the best they can. And me, unfortunately, I've seen all walks of life. I've been in countries where the poverty's so bad that You got little kids selling flowers on the side of the highway or in the middle of the street. Their feet are so black with soot, tar, just dirty. You know, when I was in the Philippines, I seen she had to be at least 4 years old, selling flowers, trying to make money for her family. You know, I've been in countries where it's pretty much slave labor. You go to Dubai, you know, their countries basically built off of slave labor, modern day slavery. Pretty much, you know, India. The poverty's so bad in India, it's ridiculous. You know, I've been to several war-torn countries, you know, and I've experienced carnage and war and chaos firsthand. It's not pretty. You know, thankfully, the majority of my peers have never witnessed something like that. And I hope to God that my son never sees anything like that. You know, I tell people all the time that living in the U.S., even the homeless people living in the U.S. have it a lot better than everyone else in different parts of the world. And that's why, you know, when I first opened up, you know, Daddy-O's, and then when I opened up Fusion, you know, I went out of my way to start helping people the best way I knew how then. Hosting benefits, you know, for loved ones that passed away during COVID. You know, hell, I was offering funeral receptions absolutely free. I was doing benefits on a weekly basis. You know, I was giving away food, spending money out of my own pocket. I literally fed thousands of people. I didn't do it to be the, you know, I didn't do it to what's the word? To brag about it. You know, I did it from the kindness of my heart, and I did it so I can give back to my community. So, you know, there's a lot of things, you know, over the years that I've done to help people in need. You know, I don't broadcast that out or let everybody know what I do. It's nobody's business what I do. I do it to help people. You know, there's a lot of people that go online and brag about this and brag about that. Oh, I did this. I helped these people. Oh, I bought these people lunch. You know, or they have to brag about every little thing they do. Every little thing. You know, honestly, I despise those people. It's sickening. You know, with the and that, you know, that was, you know, I wish everybody honestly could help everybody else out. But you know, but yeah, I mean, shoot, COVID was horrible. People were dying left and right. Hell, I lost 3 family members in one household. My dad's side of the family, all within 3 months. My grandmother passed, then my cousin, and then my aunt. Or no, it was my grandmother, my aunt, then my cousin. You know, so I know firsthand what a pandemic does to families. But we had to pick up the missing pieces and keep moving. You know, one thing I've also learned over the years about myself is, you know, I've been very, very, very numb. I'm a man of very few words when it comes to feelings and emotions and things like that. So, you know, now I'm learning to express myself more. You know, I mean, hell, I can't even, you know, I can't even talk to my own son, you know. I struggle with that. But the point of it is, you know, I'm trying. You know, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to be a better person, be a better man, be a better father. You know, I'm not giving up. You know, so, you know, I got good days and bad days just like everybody else. And recently it was I don't know, it was kind of bad. So, like, I only can speak for myself, but, you know, I like I was saying earlier, you know, I'd stopped drinking. Man, I've been going strong for the last 5 months. And hitting the gym harder. Work, you know, I've been working a lot more. You know, being at Winters, being at Conservatory, you know, helping Chase and row out drop shots, you know, being at Duchess. I've just been consuming myself with work, literally. That's, I guess, another thing that helps me cope. And then, you know, I'm doing bookkeeping and payroll, and that keeps me busy as well. And then, you know, after a 16, 18-hour day, I hit the gym. I rarely like to stay home, you know. When I stay home and stare at four walls, that's when my mind starts going. But if you can take one thing from this, you know, out of everything that I said, you know, everybody, you know, has different problems, you know, and everybody has different struggles, you know. But, you know, me consuming myself at work still doesn't make it go away, realistically. It doesn't, it's still there. So, you know, after all them months and months of not drinking, finally, I just got really, really overwhelmed. I didn't really know where it was coming from at all. And I just broke. Out of nowhere, I just started crying. Uncontrollably just crying. And the best way I can describe it, it's like all my feeling and emotion that I've kept locked inside me just all burst out all at once. The good, the bad, literally everything. And that scared the shit out of me. Never in my life has that ever happened. Not even when I was in Iraq, Afghanistan, did that ever happen. There's been times where I cried, I'm not gonna lie. But something like this just freaked me the fuck out. And those were that was what my post was about. You know, and I'm still trying to understand it, you know, and I was by myself. You know, I felt something coming on, so I just decided to leave my house in the middle of the night and went for a drive. You know, I didn't want to be around my mom or my son. But I don't know what triggered it, you know. But I got over it, you know. And and by me talking about it, maybe it's helping me out as well. I mean, I don't know. This is all new to me. So, again, back to my message. If I can do it with all my struggles and fucked up head, you can do it, you know? And I reached out, you know? People reached back out to me. Hell, I had one of my chiefs that I used to work for, you know, many moons ago. He reached out and called me. My mailbox was flooded with messages. Flooded. And I'm not even exaggerating. People were texting me left and right. My message. I have in the last few days, I have talked to people that I have not talked to in years, that I worked with, was deployed with. That I was on tour with for years. You know, I still got people scattered all over the world. Some people are, most of my friends are retiring now. But I've had literally so many people reach out. And it's strange and it's really trippy. It's kind of weird, like how the world works. Like, out of nowhere, you know, I'm thinking of somebody and talking about them, and subconsciously they get that message, and then we reconnect, you know. And, you know, my chief, for example, love the guy to death. Thank you, Billy Schultz, for that phone call. It meant a lot. He calls me and sits, he calls me out of nowhere and just talks to me for 45 minutes when I really needed somebody. Like I said, the floodgates just opened up and I didn't understand what was going on. But guys, you know, this is my experiences, and I hope by sharing these experiences it can help somebody else. And hell, I've been seeing a psychiatrist for 15 years. That don't do shit, I'll be honest with you. But by talking to other people, it actually helps out a lot. By listening to other people's stories, that helps out a lot. Why? Because I guess I'm not so fucked up in the head as I think I am. Man, it's not about that, you know. I mean, hell, I still maintain several businesses. I still put food on the table, a roof over my head. You know, I still got responsibility. You know, I'll still maintain my physical fitness and my health. You know, I still keep up with my day-to-day duties. Sometimes, you know, I just slip. But guess what? I pick myself up and start running again. But that's life. Everybody slips and falls every now and then. But it's how you pick yourself up that matters. You know. So I hope that someone that listens to my message, it will help them. It will inspire them. Hell, I even thought about starting a podcast, because what I realized, and I was thinking really deep about this the other day, is that most podcasters, they just interview celebrities and rich people. There's really no platform that gives the common people a voice. You know, and I have the means and resources to do it. And I literally sat there and I'm like, I should do this. I got a really big support team between me and Ravine, several promoters that worked for us over the years. You know, we have a huge audience. Huge. And honestly, we can make a huge impact in people's lives. I know I could. You know, I thought about that. Hey, give somebody an opportunity to tell their story and spread their message. My story might not help the person right next to me, but this guy's story might, you know. My you know, my story is one of thousands of other veteran stories. Honestly, I'm when you look at it in that grand scheme of things, I'm a nobody. But if my story can inspire and help other veterans, hell, that's good enough for me. That's something I'm really, really, really considering on doing, and still open up more businesses. But I hope this helps a lot of people. I mean, it's helping me by speaking out, honestly. And I hope, well, I look forward to where this is going to go. And, you know, I continue to fight the fight every single day. You know, and I will overcome all my struggles. And thank you guys for listening. Thanks to all the people that have reached out. And thanks to the people that haven't left my side. That means the most. Have a good night.